Hi everybody, welcome back to Quarantine Cooking with Carolyn. You know, I like breakfast almost any time of the day. I like it for breakfast, I like it for dinner. It's just good and comforting anytime. So, and also I've noticed that you guys tend to like the crock pot recipes the most. Those are the ones you're looking at the most. So I thought I would combine my love of breakfast with the crock pot and show you guys a few fun crock pot recipes in the next couple of days that you can serve for breakfast or dinner. You know, it's kind of nice on a Saturday or Sunday morning to wake up to something a little special, something a little different from the bowl of cereal or the toast and coffee. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you cinnamon raisin apple French toast. Doesn't that sound delish? So let's go ahead and get started. In this bowl, I have 4 Honeycrisp apples that I have peeled. Do that first, cored and sliced. And I used one of these little gadgets to do that. Now, if you look at these, the slices come out pretty wide in these. So what I did was, I wanted thinner slices for this. So what I did was, after I peeled and cored and sliced them, I went through with my knife and halved them, and in some cases made thirds out of them. Okay, just an FYI there. To this now, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, a ½ teaspoon of cinnamon, and then a pinch each of nutmeg and allspice. So I'm just going to add that. And then I'm going to add a teaspoon of lemon juice, and this should be just about right. Go, let's get that pit out of there. Come on, you. Come on. Okay, there we go. And we're just going to give that a little bit of a toss. Don't have to be fancy with it, just a little bit of a toss. And then we're going to cover this with plastic wrap, like that. And you'll want to vent this a little bit by either poking some holes in it, or just like I've done here. I don't know if you can see this, but I've left a little bit of a gap there in the plastic wrap. And I'm going to pop this in the microwave for 4 minutes on high. Now, while that's happening, we'll go on to the next step. In this bowl, I have 5 whole eggs that I've already beaten a little bit. And to that, I'm going to add 1 cup of milk. I'm using fat-free. And I'm also going to add a teaspoon more cinnamon. Can you have too much cinnamon? I mean, really? Cinnamon is actually really good for you, too. It's it'll regulate your blood sugar, help you lose weight, all kinds of fun things. And we're just going to give that a little bit of a mix. And I'm just using a fork, or you can use a whisk, doesn't matter. I'm also going to add to this a pinch of salt. There we go. And then I'm going to set this aside for another second. And now we get to the toast. Now, one minor correction. As I was talking and mixing the eggs, I forgot to mention that I put in a teaspoon of vanilla in with the eggs. So just an FYI, you will see that in the recipe at the end of the video. So now here I have 9 slices of cinnamon raisin toast. Now, if you're not a fan of the raisin, because I know some of you aren't, just buy the cinnamon swirl French toast and it'll be just great. What we're going to do is we are going to slice these in half diagonally, just like that. And I'm going to pull over the crock pot, which seems to be caught on something. There we go. All right, I'm going to pull the crock pot over. Now, if you aren't lining your crock pot with these liners, you ought to be, because it's going to save you a lot of time. Whoop, there go the apples. But if you're not lining, be sure to spray this with some cooking spray. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take 10 of these halves, right? So we have 9 slices, 18 halves. You're going to take 10 of those halves, and you're going to dip them in the egg batter, and we are going to line the crock pot in overlapping slices, just like this. And I don't know if you can see that. Let me tip this up for you. And you can get the idea of what I'm doing. Okay. I've lined all 10 slices, and you see I've left a little circle open in the middle, and that's for our apples. Now, when the apples come out of the microwave, they're going to be hot, so make sure you use pot holders, and be careful to peel the plastic away from you, because there will still be some steam venting off of that. So these are going to now go in here, and these are going to go right in the middle, as much as you can, of course, of all those apples, of the bread slices, like that. And then we're going to continue with the remaining bread in the same way as before, just going around the pot with the egg dipped bread slices. So this is what it looks like before you plug it in. And what we're going to do is we're going to take the remaining egg mixture, and we're going to pour that over the top. All that yummy custardy goodness. And then we are going to put the lid on this and cook this on low for about 2 hours. And your house is going to smell fantastic. So give this breakfast a try, guys, because I know you've got